What's good, YouTube? That192 here, back again once again, and today, people, we have our next, or our newest, or our current channel update for you guys. If you guys have been around on the channel long enough, then you already know how these updates go down. I feel like I start every single update the exact same way. But if you guys have been around on the channel long enough, then you know how these updates work. I really kind of sort of call them pit stops of sorts. You know, it's a point where pretty much everything on the channel stops for a second for the next hour, however long it's going to take. Normally they're about an hour long. However long it's going to take. And we just talk about, we go over, we review, we recap everything that's happened over the past couple months, everything that is happening right now, and everything that's going to happen over the next couple months. And the reason that I'm so thorough, and the reason that I go over so much and share so much with you guys, just basically just empty my head to you guys, you know, everything I'm thinking, is ever since day one, I've told you guys that it's just not my channel, it's our channel. You know, I can sit here and play Pokemon or open cards or do all this stuff all day, every day, but without your guys' interaction and support, we wouldn't be to where we are today. So your feedback and your input on everything that's happening on the channel is greatly appreciated, and it seriously goes into consideration. You know, it's not just talking out the side of my neck and I don't really care what you guys think. You know, I wouldn't do these videos, I wouldn't sit here and talk for an hour if I didn't want your guys' input on it. But either way, like I said, we haven't done an update video in a little while. Normally we do these after main series have finished and wrapped up, and of course you guys know this past Saturday we finished Pokemon Sweet version, and this past Friday we finished Red and Blue with Shady as well. So we have a lot to talk about, we have a lot to go over. I don't think we had an update video since we hit 200k, but if we didn't, I want to cordially and formally thank you guys for that, because support is insane, literally insane. It is insane. Thank you guys so much. The Nappy Nation is now 200,000 plus strong. Every time we hit a new milestone, it just blows my mind. It blows my mind. But I wrote down a nice neat little list of everything we need to go over today, and I think it's time that we go ahead and dive into this motherfucker without any further ado. But either way, first off the bat, like I said, we just finished Pokemon Sweet. Pokemon Sweet was our main series LP, and I don't know about you guys, but I had so much more fun with Pokemon Sweet than I thought I was going to. Honestly, I don't know, I talked to Cal about this. If they would have taken Pokemon Sweet and made it so that like they changed the region and made everything new in that too, it would have been even better. But at the same time, I don't know how good it would have been if they did that. I think one of the appeals to Pokemon Sweet is the fact that it parodies regular Fire Red so strongly. You know, it's nice to see all those Pokemon that we've known and loved for so many years have a new spin and a new taste to them. See what I did there? It's nice to see that, you know, you have something to compare it to. Even with like the gym leaders, Erica, Surge, all that, you know, you can compare them to their original ones, and to me that made the game even better. But the biggest thing I liked about Pokemon Sweet was the fact that they flipped the entire type or flavor effectiveness on its head, and that is what made the game feel like a brand new game to me. And I think just that, combined with the puns, combined with the parody of the original game, just all in all, just made the game so much better. And you guys loved it, you guys enjoyed it, you came through the support every single time. That's been one of our most successful Let's Plays over the past couple months, and honestly I would rank the Pokemon Sweet LP as one of like the top 3 we've done on the channel, period. Like, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm really happy that you guys enjoyed it as well, and you guys really came out and showed your support with the fan art. We've never done, I think I may have uploaded one additional art video on the channel a long time ago, like a year and a half ago, and this is the first time we ever done that for a Let's Play. And you guys, like, to have 200,000, not 200, wow, getting my twos mixed up, 200 plus pieces of art being sent in. It took me like 5.5 hours to edit that video, but still, it was worth every minute of it, because you guys took the time out of your day to send in that art, and just overall, just everything about that project was just amazing. You could say it was sweet. Let me stop. Anyways, Sweet version went over well, and I enjoyed that a lot. As of right now, we don't have another main LP that's starting. Why, you ask? Because in like 4 or 5 days, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire comes out, and there's no, try and follow my logic here. But there's no point in starting an entirely new project just for us to start an entirely new project with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to start, you know, 4 or 5 days from now. So over the next couple of days on the channel, we're pretty much just gonna have like TCG openings, free-for-alls, stuff like that. You know, just if you want to call it filler, you know, because we don't have a main series on the channel right now. But I'm telling you, Thursday at midnight, if I can get my hands on the game early, or if I can get my hands on the game, period, Thursday or Friday, our playthrough, our let's play, our walkthrough, whatever you want to call it, of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire is starting. People have been asking me since like day one, are you doing Pokemon Omega Ruby, or are you going to do Pokemon Alpha Sapphire? Which games are you going to get? I'm going to get both. You know, I'm a Pokemon fan. I'm going to get both. And I think our first LP will most likely be Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I haven't decided whether or not I want to do a Nuzlocke of it yet, you know, as our first playthrough. There's a part of me that says no, because I just want to thoroughly enjoy it. I want to play it without any restrictions. That's really the biggest thing. It's not that Nuzlocking the game is hard. You know, like we did a Wonderlock of X and Y. I can't imagine Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire being that much harder. But it's not that Nuzlocke's hard. It's just I don't want to be restricted, and I don't want my team, with all the new stuff they add to the game, to be so restricted and just tied down to all these different rules. So I think for our first playthrough, it might not be a lock. But probably what will end up happening is we'll do our Pokemon Alpha Sapphire playthrough, and then in the summer we'll do an Omega Ruby Wonderlock, kind of like how we did for X and Y. Probably end up doing the same thing about that. So either way, Friday Alpha Sapphire is happening. I told y'all in the demo it's gonna be like a new chapter opening for our channel, and you guys don't understand how hyped and how ready I am for this. I feel like the Pokemon community just as a whole has been stale and stagnant over the past couple of months, and I'm just ready for something new. I'm ready for something to come through and just spark all of us as Pokemon fans, just to get hyped again. And I cannot wait. I honestly cannot wait. So other people will be Let's Playing it on YouTube, but I can tell you there won't be anyone else Let's Playing it like the Nappy Nation Let's Play it. So bookmark the page, check your sub box, just be ready for Friday. If you're in school, when you get home from school, when you wake up in the morning, whatever, just be ready for Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Just be ready. That's all I gotta say. When it comes to the Soul Link, though, that was our other main series, quote unquote. I always see my channel as like we have a main series and then a co-op side series. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of sort of why things got hectic a while back with Gale of Darkness, because it was like we had a main series which was Platinum, then we had a side series which was Gale of Darkness, then we had the co-op series with Callum, and it was just too much happening at once. I think that having a main series and then a secondary series as co-op with somebody else is a perfect formula for the channel. And that's what we did with Sweet and Red and Blue. And I don't want to point it out right now. I don't want to point it out right now. I guess it really doesn't matter anymore. I'm just glad more people didn't recognize it. It was my biggest fear launching those two projects, was that somebody would point out, oh hey, Sweet version is basically first gen, and you're playing through first gen with Shady. You have two LPs of the same generation going at once. And there was even some days where, like for example, we did the Mewtwo. The Mewberry episode on Pokemon Sweet was the same day we went and caught Mewtwo, but that episode was uploaded over on Shady's channel. You know, it was just so many parallels. We started the Elite Four in both series in the same day, you know. I was just glad nobody caught on to that. Honestly, I think nobody caught on to that because, like I said, Sweet just felt like an entirely new game. It was an entirely separate entity. It wasn't just first gen, so I'm happy, I'm glad. There's a couple of you guys that mentioned it at the beginning, but besides the 2 or 3 people that mentioned it, nobody really caught on to it, so I'm happy about that. But Red and Blue is Shady. Oh god, where do I begin? You guys don't know how long we've been planning that project. I think we came with the idea for it after either SGC or I don't know, it was sometime last summer. And we really started talking about it at around PAX Prime. You know, we really started talking about it around PAX Prime, and we didn't have all the details. We didn't have the Soul Link thing about that worked out or anything like that at that time. But like I remember at PAX Prime, we were in the cab riding back to the airport, like as we were leaving, and we were sitting there talking about it, like, are we gonna upload it on each other's channels? We're gonna do this, this, and this. Like, so it's been in the works for months and months and months, and it just got to the point where we had to plan a time where both of our channels, you know, where the stars aligned and we could work on the project together. And basically he ended up finishing his Soul Silver Egglock, and I finished up Blaze Black 2 Volt White 2 with Callum, and Platinum ended around the same time. So it was like, hey, let's do it, let's go. And the reason that we did first gen specifically, number one, is because you don't see first gen that much on YouTube anymore. You know, with the newer generation of Pokemon viewers, they're not really big into the nostalgia. They don't have that nostalgia, I should say, because they didn't grow up playing those games. So when you look at the game, all you see is just this shitty game in black and white, and they don't like it. So it was one of those things where we were just like, you know what, no matter what, this is what we grew up playing, so this is what we want to play right now as our first series together. And that's what we did. And at the same time, we wanted a series that wouldn't be too crazy long, because we're starting this a month before Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire comes out. And when you upload something 3 times a week, you know, you only have 9 or 12 episodes or whatever before the game comes out. You know, we're not going to start this huge, gigantic project. That was why in the grinding montage we skipped things like the Lavender Tower, the Pokemon Tower, and Victory Road, and Viridian Forest, you know, things like that, because to be honest, you don't need to see that. Like, half of our encounters, there might have been one encounter I could have understood people wanted to see on camera, and that was in Shady Guy's Gengar. But besides that, literally, everything else was just battle on battle on battle on battle on battle on battle. It was just boring and pointless, and it wouldn't, in my opinion, it wouldn't have made for good content. It wouldn't. You know, it's just see us sitting there battling random trainers over and over and over again with no real point behind it. That would have just been boring. So, went ahead and skipped a couple of those things. I can tell you that Gold and Silver, for those of you that missed it, I can tell you that Gold and Silver, I already know everyone wants to know when is it happening. Obviously, you guys know Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is coming out this weekend, so it's not like we're going to start a new Soul Link right now. Shady and I, the only thing we agreed upon is that we would revisit it again after we both finish our Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Let's Plays. So, I don't know if it's going to happen immediately after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, or if it's going to wait until next year or sometime, I don't know. But I know Gold and Silver is happening. The only downside to the Soul Link was originally, you know, like I said, we spoke about this in Seattle, and we were talking about doing a versus. And what really strayed us away, you know, deterred us from doing a versus, was how the Ruby and Sapphire Tag Lock versus over on Lumio Station went down. You know, us as a whole on Lumio Station, we just wanted to do that to have like a group of PokeTubers come together and put on an event for you guys. That's really what we wanted, and we did that. We accomplished that. We had a lot of fun, and to us, it was just for fun. That's it. You know, nobody really took it super duper seriously, you know, outside of the extent of a joke. Like, Mo went and did all his planning and whatnot, but I mean, we wanted to win. Of course we wanted to win. You know what I mean? It's not, but either way, you get the point I'm making. Nobody took it super duper seriously, except for the viewers. Literally, the comment section turned into a war zone. People for Team Alpha, people for Team Omega, tearing each other apart, cursing each other out, doing all this, cursing out the conductors that are doing the video for you. You know, like, for example, when Pedro forgot to turn off battle animations, which, at the end of the day, did not make that much of a difference. At all. It didn't make a difference. But everybody tore into Pedro over a mistake. And even then, at the end, when I beat Shady, which I did fair and square, Shady even acknowledged it. He said, Nappy beat me fair and square. People still tore into us in the comment section over it. And for what? For what? If you're sitting there defending Shady, or you're defending Callum, or you're defending any of them, Shady, Callum, and everybody else in Team Omega doesn't care. So why do you? That's the point that, like, that's the missing link that I'm not getting. Why is it that people in the comment section go so goddamn hard defending their favorite conductor or whatever when their own conductor doesn't care? You see what I'm saying? Like, it just turned into this gigantic breeding ground, spawning ground of hatred. And it was just, like, you can go back and look at the comment section now, and there's still people that leave comments just tearing me apart. Nappy's such a bitch for the way he played. Shady just went in there and fought him. Nappy was sitting there using Flash and all this. It's like, okay, what do you want me to do? That's how I'm supposed to win, you know? But either way, it is what it is. But that whole situation that happened over at Lumios is why Shady and I decided not to do a versus. We figured, you know what? We have the Nappy Nation, and the Shady people will come together, will work together cooperatively, and have just a good time overall playing through Red and Blue. before Ores comes out. Didn't happen. And I know before I even speak about this, there are going to be people watching that are going to disagree with what I'm going to say. But in the LP, it literally seemed as if I disagree with any decision or proposition that Shady made, I was the bad guy. I was the cunt. I was the ass that wasn't willing to work with Shady. Nobody understood the reasoning why I said the things I did. Like, for example, let's go back to the episode where Shady, it was after Cerulean City. Let's go back to the episode where Shady wanted to, no, it was during the episode where he fought Misty, where Shady wanted to, add the second Dragonair to his party, and I had to add the Machop to my party. And I told him no. Everybody flipped out on me in the comment section. Nappy is so unwilling to work with Shady. Nappy's the biggest fucking ass I've ever seen. Yada yada yada. Nobody remembers the part where I said there's no point in adding them to our party. They're level 5. They're just gonna die. That's what I said. And what happened in the very first battle after that? The Dragonair died, and we lost to Soul Link. Nobody mentions how Nappy was right. Nobody mentions how, I said, hey, let's not do this. And at the end of the game, what ended up happening? We needed fighting and we needed dragon to fill out our party, and we didn't have fighting or dragon. That would have been a perfect Soul Link. Down the drain. But I'm the ass. I'm the bad guy. It is what it is. It's neither here nor there. The lock is over with. It was one of those things where it got to the point where, Shady had to step in and he had to say something. It was very similar to how, on our channel, how we had the free-for-all session a couple months back where we had Kristen, Twit, and Lux, and everybody was just tearing into Lux and Kristen in the comment section. And I uploaded a video and I said, look, you guys have to stop. Period. You have to stop. These are my friends that I'm inviting onto my channel, and you guys are just talking to them and treating them like they're complete and utter strangers and they're just trash. You can't do that. And that's how Shady had to approach it. He had to tell the fan base, he was like, you know what, Nappy is my friend, and we're working together on this, and we're doing the decisions that we feel are appropriate. You may not agree with them, but doesn't mean that you can treat Nappy like shit in the comment section over it. Shady and I don't sit there for hours on hours on hours recording to promote a comment section full of just hatred. You see what I'm saying? It got to the point where Shady and I actually both considered disabling comments. And that was one thing that I told Shady. I said, if we're going to do gold and silver, and this is how people are going to react to every little decision, we're just going to disable the comment section. You guys can still watch, you can still enjoy it, you can still show your support by hitting the like button, but if that's all the comment section is going to be, is people just disagreeing with one person or another, then we're just going to disable comments. There's no reason for it. PewDiePie does it. PewDiePie disabled comments. He said his life has been happier ever since then. And it's not that I actually want to disable comments, it's just I'm not going to be a proponent. I'm not going to be somebody that promotes a garbage comment section. It's the best way I can put it. So, I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. Like I said, none of it actually matters from red and blue anymore. I'm over the entire thing. But we'll see what ends up happening with gold and silver. If the comment section gets out of control, then we'll do something to regulate it. But like I said, gold and silver is not going to happen until after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Literally, everybody in the community right now is focusing on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Like, that's the only thing that anybody cares about right now. And they're just wrapping up projects so that they can clear out their channel and clear out space for their ORS LPs. When it comes to Lumio Station, if you guys caught it last night, over on Lumio Station, we had our 1-year anniversary podcast. We were 2 days late. Our anniversary was this past Thursday, but we can't just randomly do something on a Thursday night. So we celebrated on the podcast. We launched episode 1 of season 3 as well. Brand new graphics. I absolutely love the new graphics, new branding over on Lumio Station. It looks absolutely amazing. Some people said they liked the previous ones better and that the new one doesn't really fit Lumio Station. All it is, you just gotta get used to it. That's all it is. A lot of people said that about the last graphics when we changed from the first one. But I do want to thank you guys separately and individually over here for your support. I just dropped the back to my pen. Here we go, I got it. I do want to thank you guys for your support over there at Lumio Station. It really does mean a lot that you guys come out and support a collaborative project like that, because like we do Let's Plays and stuff over here on our own channel, and it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of effort, but for a group of like 15 people to come together and to continuously work like a well-oiled machine for an entire year, that's only done with your support. So like, thank you so much. And we understand every single conductor over there might not be the most popular person in the world. You might not want to watch something from so and so, but you want to watch something from somebody else, you know. But still, just thank you for your support over there. Thank you so much. When it comes to our own individual series over there, of course, I'm rocking out with the podcast every Saturday at 8 p.m. The X and Y co-op with Kristen, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that that's just donezo. She's starting her own new series, and really, I'm just not interested in revisiting a project that is almost a year old that we haven't finished. There's really no point in it, in my opinion. And plus, we're doing Ash Gray right now. Ash Gray has been going on for so long. It's been going on for like 9 months. I've never had a project, a Let's Play, last that long. But I mean, it's only uploaded once a week, so I don't know what I was thinking. But still, episode 29 went up today over on Lumio Station earlier this morning, and you guys still come out and show your support on that. In my opinion, it's not exactly the greatest Let's Play we've ever done. It's not terrible, but I'm to the point where I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm happy to be ready to move on to new things over on Lumio Station. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do next over on Lumios because I know we're nearing the end of Ash Gray. But I'll probably end up like coming up with like 2 or 3 choices and asking you guys which one you think we should do, and we'll just proceed through there. But still, Ash Gray is going strong over on Lumios. If you guys didn't know, we have a playlist on our channel that has all the videos in it, as well as the playlist on Lumios. It's uploaded every Sunday on Lumios. Just if you're not subscribed to Lumios, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, speaking of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, we have a few series that are dependent upon Omega. I just muted myself. Well, you know, I'm gonna formally mute myself and take the second to get a drink. You guys just heard my voice was going crazy. You guys already know about that Arnold Palmer half and half. You already know about that Arnold Palmer half and half. But we have a few series on the channel that are gonna change based upon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. The first, of course, being Top 5. Top 5 I've juggled with for a while now, deciding what I wanted to do with it. I'm sure some of you guys that are fans have noticed that we haven't had it for the past couple weeks, ever since I moved, and then I went to Vegas, and then I'm moving back in, and there was an episode this past Thursday. There might not be an episode this upcoming Thursday. It's become one of those things where it's been a part of our channel for so long that I don't really see it as like a front-running series so much. You know, like, the support is still there and it does well. I know a lot of you guys subscribed because of Top 5, but I feel like it's just become like this thing that's on the back burner where people are just like, oh, there's another Top 5 from Nappy, you know, there's this and there's this, you know. It's not ending anytime soon. I juggle the possibility of ending it, actually, because it's been around forever and ever and ever. As a matter of fact, I think we're beginning season 5 of Top 5, if I'm not mistaken, very soon. I feel bad because we didn't have a proper ending to season 4, because I kind of just left it at Pokemon Top 5 Pokemon moves, and I know we had, what was it, Top 5 items and Top 5 something else up for vote, and we just never came back and touched it. But I can tell you season 5 is going to begin next Thursday after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire drops. So season 4 just kind of sort of is just like left up in the air like that, you know. There's really not much else I can say about it. It's to the point now where it's just like it's better to just cut that loose end and just move on to the next season. So next season will be based around Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because those are the new games that are out. It'll have a brand new look, brand new design, all that stuff. I'm already working on the graphics and everything for that. So I don't know exactly what everything's gonna be, but like I said, it's gonna be ORAS based, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire based, Top 5 season. And then after that, I was thinking for season 6 we could visit the typings again for one last time, and then call it a wrap. I mean, 6 seasons of Top 5, and half of those were the same thing, just redone over the years. I'll probably revisit it at that point once we finish season 6 and see what everybody thinks. But that's the notion, that's the mindset that I have right now, is that after season 6, I'm heavily debating just calling wraps on Top 5, because it's been going on for so long. that it's to the point now where it's just like we're just gonna start repeating ourselves. We're gonna start doing the same things over and over and over again. And the whole goal behind the content on this channel is originality. And it's not fun if you're just gonna sit there and do the same things over and over and over and over and over again. So I don't know. Like I said, I'll revisit it then and see what everybody thinks. But Season 5 of Top 5 is starting next Thursday with an Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire theme. So I hope you guys are hyped and excited for that. Those of you that subscribe for Top 5, because I know a lot of you guys came and found this channel because of the Top 5 series. So it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's just this move has really thrown me off the past couple of weeks. Really has thrown me off. I still have boxes over there that I need to unpack. You guys see them? You guys can actually see them on the camera. I still have boxes that I need to unpack and whatnot. So it's just been very hectic trying to manage 3 channels and move and all this stuff and whatnot. The viewer free-for-alls live streams, I feel so bad about that. I feel so bad about that series because I had a lot of fun doing it. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed it as well. But it just became one of those things where, like, I sat down to do it one week, and I was just traveling a lot. Like, I remember I came back from Omaha Sunday morning, and I was just, like, dead tired. I was just like, am I really gonna do this live stream right now? I can't do this live stream right now. You know, it was one of those things where I think I sat down and I thought about it, and I was just like, this is just not gonna be worth it in the long run. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy doing it, but I don't feel like I can make that commitment to myself to be there and be readily available every Sunday, because Sunday is like a regroup day, because not a lot gets done on Saturday, because I go do a lot of family stuff on Saturdays, and the podcast is Saturday night, and after all that throughout the day I'm just dead Saturday night. I don't want to do anything, so like Sunday is kind of sort of like a catch-up day, you know. So having the middle of the day just be completely reserved for the stream like that, it just didn't work out for my own personal schedule. So I'm sure we'll have additional viewer free-for-all live streams in the future. It just won't be part of a stapled series like that on the channel. So I'm sorry, you guys, there's those of you that enjoyed it, but it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out in the long run. Other series that are going to be changing along with the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire: Wonder Trade Wednesday. A lot of you guys have been enjoying the hell out of Wonder Trade Wednesday. I remember it was 2 weeks ago when I first moved in here, and I was streaming TCGO over on Twitch, and everybody was like mad. Why are you streaming TCGO but not Wonder Trade Wednesday? Nobody understood that that was a test stream. Like, that was a stream to test my internet. If I would have streamed Wonder Trade Wednesday and everything went down the drain, it was just a shitty live stream, you would have been pissed then too. But Wonder Trade Wednesday did return this past Wednesday, and I think our final Wonder Trade Wednesday for X and Y, for a while at least, I'm not going to say forever, but for a while at least, will be this upcoming Wednesday. What are we Wonder Trading off? Beldums. Well, how convenient is that for Hoenn? We're Wonder Trading off Beldums, and after that, we're going to be doing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I'm going to be breeding things from our Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire copy. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say that. The first week, maybe not. Well, it depends on how fast we can get through the game and get to the breeding place outside Mallville and see what we can do with that. Maybe even in the middle of the LP, I can still go and breed. I don't know. We'll see. But hopefully, either this week or next week will be the final X and Y one, and from there on out, it's going to be Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wonder Trade. You know, it's just something new, something fresh. It's going to revitalize the series. We're getting new graphics and everything for it, and the new graphics look amazing. They look amazing. So the traditional Wonder Trade Wednesday graphics, even though I actually really like them, we might go back to them if we go back and do X and Y. I like how the graphics look now, but with ORS, we're going to get a new look on the series and whatnot. And really, it's just, I don't know, like I told you guys a couple months back with the ORS demo. This is my second time mentioning it in this video. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is like a new chapter. It's a new channel. It's a new chapter on our channel. It's a new start. Everything is starting over. Lumio Station is relaunching. Our channel is just going to get completely revamped. It's just, there's so much happening. And I'm hyped. I'm excited for it. But like I said, Wonder Trade Wednesday is going to get a brand new look. It's going to be nice and fresh, and you guys still enjoy it. You guys come out and show your support every single Wednesday. The Nappy Nation is so relevant and so prominent on Wonder Trade. Poke Cinema, Tommy, was doing his Wonderlock, and he recorded an episode just by chance on a Wednesday night, and he ran into like 2 or 3 of us in his episode. And one of you guys gave him, I think it was Nibble Snarf, the Gabite. And it's just like, that's so crazy to think that we're such a presence and a force on Wonder Trade. that it's like no matter who Wonder Trades at night, there's gonna be somebody that runs into a member of the Nappy Nation on Wonder Trade. So it's crazy, it's awesome, it's a lot of fun that I have as well doing it. So Wonder Trade, I can tell you right now, I have no plans to stop it anytime soon. We're gonna go full steam ahead with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and Wonder Trade, and I am hyped. Anyways, another series is gonna change along with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is free-for-alls. As of right now, I think we have one episode left in the current session with Shino, Twit, and Leo. I think after that is supposed to be... Let me double check here real quick. Like, yeah, after that is supposed to be our third session, and then everybody's supposed to vote. But I don't know if I'm going to do that in this next session. And the reason for that is because the Free Fall series is going to change along with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I wonder if I should make a new playlist for that, because the playlist is promoted as Pokemon X and Y free-for-alls. That's a good idea. Because, like, I feel kind of proud that, like, the free-for-all series is up to, like, 55, 56 episodes. So are we just going to do, like, an entirely new series, like Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire free-for-alls? I don't know. I have to look into that. Maybe I'll keep them separate. Maybe I'll just combine it and make just title the playlist Pokemon Free-for-Alls and just have Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire or what. I don't know, but the original notion was that we weren't going to have a third session where everybody votes because we're not going to have enough time to upload an entire session in between now and when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire drops. So I was just going to start like the voting system all over again with our first Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire free-for-all, and then after 3 sessions we'd vote for our 4th one and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It'd just be like resetting the series, but I don't know, I have to think about that. How am I going to handle that? Am I going to do it separately, X and Y, and then Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? I might consult a few people about that and see what they think. And I don't know, it might just be treated like an entirely separate series because it's a different game. I don't know, we'll see. But either way, free-for-alls aren't going anywhere either. You guys are enjoying the absolute shit out of those, and I'm happy because honestly, that is a series I have the most fun playing, because I legit just to get to go in with my friends and sit there and just bullshit. And it's like some people take it seriously and they treat it like it's a super duper competitive Wi-Fi battle, but in all reality it's not. It's not at all. It's a free-for-all. There's nothing super competitive about that because you can't control the outcome of a free-for-all. You can try and predict it, you can try and control it the best that you can, but at the end of the day, you can't be so sure that this person is going to attack the person next to you or the person next to them or anything. It's more fun than a regular Wi-Fi battle in my opinion. And to me, the fact that we bring lower tier Pokemon and Pokemon that aren't necessarily competitive just make it even more fun. So I don't know, I have a lot of fun. You guys suggest people that I should invite all the time onto the series, and I have a list of people that I actually want to invite, people that haven't been on the series yet so far. It's just about timing. It's just about getting them together to record and whatnot. But the one thing that you really have to understand when it comes to the free-for-all series, the reason that it does so well is not just because it's free-for-alls, but it's because of the banter. It's because of the fact that it's just me and my friends just sitting there, relaxing, having fun. You know, it's getting to hear us. It's a commentary that makes the series, it gives it value as well. So if I just bring a bunch of people on that I don't know, it's just going to create like an awkward free-for-all session, and we're just going to be quiet the whole time. And like, nobody wants that, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, we'll see what ends up happening with it. But like I said, it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. And when it comes to serious Wi-Fi, I think I'm going to make another stab at it with the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Because during our Alpha Sapphire Let's Play, and even after it, that's basically, like I said, it's a new chapter. We don't have any other additional projects we're doing. So I think while we're doing the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Let's Play, we could try and start up Wi-Fi. You know, it's a fresh start. It's a brand new fresh start. It's a new game. We can do Wi-Fi on it. We can start up our own Wi-Fi series. And a lot of you guys have been asking where the Wi-Fi battles go. Where the Wi-Fi battles go? I'm like, you guys have been a Wi-Fi battle in a month and a half. What are you talking about? You're the one that's late here, buddy. So I don't know. I think with the Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I might try and start up Wi-Fi battles again. We'll see. We'll see. It's definitely a priority for me. It's just there's a few things that are restraining it. It's just now the channel schedule isn't the thing that's restraining it. That was the biggest issue last time, was that if I wanted to keep that Wi-Fi series going that we did and do daily Wi-Fi battles and whatnot, there would be some days when we're uploading like 3 and 4 videos a day, and it's just like there's no need for that. There's no need for that. So with the Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire coming out, we'll definitely creep back into Wi-Fi a little bit more. Because when X and Y came out, I was really still brand new, fresh to Wi-Fi. But now I feel like I have a little bit of experience under my belt. I'm not gonna say I'm amazing or anything like that, but I think, you know what? Let's just jump in, just dive. I'm about to dive in it. Let's just dive in and see what we can do. So, Wi-Fi battles might be coming back to the channel. Of course, all Wi-Fi battles are gonna be set up through Twitter. So if you're not following us on Twitter, the link is in the description. Make sure you definitely check that out. I don't know why you're not following on Twitter. That's like up to this minute, up to the second updates go up over there. You know what I mean? Like literally, you get to see stuff early, and it's so much better and easier if you just follow on Twitter. Like you think I'm bullshitting you? Not bullshitting you. That's the last of the stuff that's going to change when it comes to a Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire on the channel. A few of the other series that we have when it comes to TCG. I know today's Sunday, and today was supposed to have a TCG opening up. But the P.O. Box polls from yesterday got delayed. It probably wouldn't have gone up until like halfway through the podcast over on Lumios, and I didn't want that to happen, so I just pushed it back until this morning. That's why I went up earlier today. When it comes to TCG openings, I'm still thoroughly invested in TCG. I still enjoy it. I'm probably going to keep it as a Sunday series. I'm probably still going to open series and giveaways stuff every single Sunday and whatnot. And as long as you guys still come out with your support, I'll keep uploading it for you. I mean, even if the support was gone and I stopped doing videos, I would still do TCG. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop. As a matter of fact, you guys, if you see this right here, we actually have our next TCG opening ready to go on the channel. You see? Do you see that powerful Phantom Forces right there? The next TCG opening ready to go on the channel. And then what else? There was where did it go? Oh, here we go. And our last Poke Crate opening, we were sent not 1, not 2, but 3 Fossil Booster Pack openings. And I told you guys if you came through the support then, I'd open these. And I haven't forgotten. It's just I've been moving, you know. I haven't forgotten. So probably later on this week we'll go ahead and open these up as well in their own video and see what we can do. It's gonna be crazy to open these up. Oh my goodness, it's crazy to think these were sealed like 10 years ago and they haven't seen the light of day since. You know what I mean? Either way, so I haven't forgot about that. But TCG openings, they're gonna stay consistent on the channel every Sunday. I just think when it comes to like special events like those cards, those packs, that's when we'll have more than one TCG opening a week. When it comes to opening everything else like Loot Crate and Poke Crate, it's only once a month. It's only once a month, and that's really the mindset that I have behind it, is that like it's a series, but it's not really a series because it's only once a month. And like the mindset that I had behind it was, hey, if nobody likes this, still it's just once a month, and I have fun opening it no matter what. Loot Crate is that's just for fun. To be 100% honest with you guys, that's just 100% for fun. I like opening the boxes. Poke Crate, that is a ton of fun. The biggest complaint and the biggest issue that I see from people though is that everybody says, oh, it's so much filled with Gen 1 stuff. Are the people that behind Poke Crate just a bunch of Gen 1ers? Well, it's not that they're Gen 1ers, it's just that there's no rare things from recent gens. You know, that's one of the appeals of Poke Crate, is that you can get rarer Pokemon items. And you know, 6th gen stuff hasn't been out for 10 years. 6th gen stuff is still in production. So, I mean, they include more recent TCG packs and they include a few more recent figurines, but when it comes to a Poke Crate and the notion of a surprise and what's inside, you know, I would rather see a TCG pack that's been out of production for 10 years than a TCG pack that I can go to my Walmart and get today. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I still enjoy it, and like I said, it's only once a month. So even if there's a huge amount of people on the channel that don't like it, the few people that do enjoy it are there to support it and are there to enjoy it along with me. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? The only other thing that we open on the channel regularly is our newest series, P.O. Box Pulls. And that series, I should call it P.O. Box Feels. Because you guys, we hit me in the feels every single week with that series. I swear to God. We had the most recent P.O. Box Pulls go up earlier today. And it's one thing that I really want to try to do with that series is keep it under an hour. I gotta make sure that I when I'm recording, because the way that happens is I do all the TCG, like I open and look at all the cards afterwards. Like I record them. This is behind the scenes editing right now. I record the actual opening of all the boxes first, and then I go and show off all the cards and then just edit it together like that. The thing is that I'll sit and record, you know, for 40 or 50 minutes, and then I'll be like, oh shit, now I have to open cards, and that tacks on an extra 20 or 30 minutes to the video. So what I really need to do is just, I want to keep it under an hour. Some of you guys have been asking us if we could do it more than once a week. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that right now. Some people said that we should open up boxes on one day and envelopes on another. Again, I don't know how I feel about all that right now off the top of my head. Really just the main focus right now is Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That's the main focus of everything. So like, I don't want to branch out and commit myself to a whole bunch of other things right now on the channel. So for now, P.O. Box Pulls is going to stay once a week, every Saturday. Some of you guys were talking about on the episode that went up earlier today, you felt kind of bad because you sent stuff in back at the first week when the P.O. Box first opened, and it still hasn't been open yet. That makes me feel bad. It really does, because you guys took the time out of your day to send me something, and it's just like sitting in a box over there, and I want to get to it. I'm going to get to it, and I promise you guys, anything and everything that's sent into our P.O. Box will be opened on screen. Like I only open stuff once a week, and that's when it goes up on Saturdays. So no matter what, if you send me something the first week, and even if it sits for 10 weeks, it's still gonna be open. I'm still gonna appreciate what's inside, and I'm still gonna thank you for it, because it's ridiculous. It's crazy to think. Like, all I do is open a P.O. box, and that happened. I never expected that in a million, bajillion, gajillion years, for that much support to come through. And it's even crazier because it's like you can hit the like button and you can leave a comment, but like, that's actually you. Well, it's not actually you, but you get what I'm saying. Like, that actually, stuff in the P.O. box actually comes from you guys. So it's like, it's a whole different area. That's why I called it P.O. Box Feels. It's a whole different area of just interaction with you guys, and you guys are basically the ones that are providing the content for the series. You know, you guys are the ones doing it. All I do is just open stuff. So thank you guys to everybody that sent something in, even if what you sent in hasn't been opened yet. Thank you for sending it in. Thank you for sending it in. I can't wait to go ahead and open up or record the next set of P.O. Box Pulls. I'll probably end up recording that on Thursday, since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire comes out that night or the next day. And I'll have it ready to go for Saturday. We'll have a repeat this week where it's late and goes up on Sunday. But still, thank you to everybody that submits stuff for that. That's just B-A-N-A-N-A-S. It's crazy to think that. I think when it comes to series on the channel, that's about everything, per se. I think that's about everything. A few other things. We did do a fan meetup in Vegas. I never had a video for that. We didn't really vlog all too much at that fan meetup, and that fan meetup was kind of weird because the little mall that we went to, the outlets, had 2 different food courts, and I didn't realize that when I scheduled it. And I said, oh, meet us in the food court at the Las Vegas Premium Outlet South. And we get there, and we're in one food court, and there's a whole bunch of people in the other food court. You know what I mean? So it was kind of weird, and it was kind of different from other fan meetups, because a lot of people would come in and they'd say hi and then just turn around and leave. And I'm like, I'm gonna be here for the next couple hours. Do you want to hang out or anything, you know? Whereas other previous fan meetups, you know, we would go and, you know, there'd be a whole bunch of people there, and we'd hang out and we'd be able to vlog and talk to people and yada yada yada. This one was so much more just like meet and greet formal, just hi, I love your videos. Turn around and leave, you know? And I'm just sitting here like, okay, sure. So I didn't have any video footage per se of that fan meetup. I wish I did though, so I could upload it and share it with you guys, kind of like the Omaha fan meetup was. But there's nothing much I can do. There's nothing much I can do. The other thing, we spoke about live streaming with Winter Trade Wednesday and the Viewers Free For All live stream. We also live stream over on Twitch. As of right now, it's a little more sporadic. I think more so towards the new year, once the channel settles down again. I might think about doing like a daily live stream schedule over there on Twitch. If we do daily live streams, I said do. If we do end up doing daily live streams over on Twitch, the live streams will only be like 2 hours at most every single day, an hour or 2 hours. I can't promise you what we live stream. A lot of you guys want us to start the Legend Lock over there. I'll tell you right now, I already have the graphics and everything done for the Legend Lock. Like, I'm ready to go. It just comes down to time. That's really all it is. It's just time. But yeah, the Legend Lock is definitely still going to happen over there on Twitch and all that good stuff. You guys can follow us on Twitch so that you can catch us via email whenever we go live. So if you're not watching YouTube or you're not up on Twitter or anything like that, it'll email you. And I know how you kids are with your newfangled devices in the 21st century. You got the email on your telephone so you can see your email and whatnot whenever we go live. So Twitch is still a thing. I still have fun streaming over there. And of course the Legend Lock is going to happen over there too. And if you want to know what the Legend Lock is, you should just keep an eye out whenever we go live with it, so you don't miss out, and you can figure it out then. I feel like an ass for saying that, but I don't want to get into all of the Legend Lock and all that stuff right now. Last thing that I wanted to touch on for right now in this update video was our 200,000 subscribers celebration. Because I don't think 200K is anything to scoff at or anything to ignore. A lot of you guys wanted us to do another Omega meetup. Some of you guys wanted us to do a house tour vlog. I don't know why you want a house tour. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but what my house looks like ain't none of y'all business. I was thinking we did a setup video for 150K, so perhaps for 250K we can do another setup video and show you the new setup, because before everything was just cramped in one room, and now things are more spread out between this room and the next one and all that stuff. So I'll probably end up doing another setup video for 250K, but for 200K right now, I was thinking about doing a Draw My Life. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do a Draw My Life video for the longest of longest times, and I don't know how to feel about it. I kind of sort of have mixed emotions towards it, and the reason for that is, like, when you watch a lot of these Draw My Life videos, they're really like, the person's gone through like super crazy hardships in their lives. You know, they have a family member missing or yada yada yada, something like that. My life overall has not been super duper terrible. You know, I still live with all my family members. You know, things are decent, and I don't know. I feel like just doing a Draw My Life isn't enough to just, like, that's not enough to congratulate or say thank you for 200K. At the same time, there's a part of me that's saying, you know, the few things that I did go through in my life, you know, I could share, and if that helps out anybody, or anybody could compare themselves to it and relate, then I guess that's not a bad thing either. But I don't know, I'm just really kind of sort of on the fence about it. If you guys still want to see it, no matter what happens, just let me know. And I actually recorded a test, I guess you could say a test Draw My Life, and it ended up being an hour long. Draw My Life videos are supposed to be like 10-15 minutes long at most, and ours is an hour long. I mean, I'm a talker. I mean, I'm doing an update video right now that's an hour long as well. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It might not end up being a Draw My Life. If it's an hour long like that, it probably won't. I probably won't sit there and draw for an hour. I'll probably just have an image, and I'll just talk about, you know, my life and a few of the things that I've gone through and whatnot. But I mean, if you guys want that for 200K, then by all means, I'm more than willing to do it for you. So. Besides that, back on a more positive note, we did hit 200K, and like I said already a couple times in this video, thank you guys so much for your support. With that though, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this update. I'm pretty sure I touched on everything. 9 times out of 10 I end up forgetting something, but let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about a lot of the stuff that we went over today. Let me know what you guys think about the past series that we just completed, what's going on right now over the next couple of days, and what's to come in the future over the next couple months. Definitely, just like I emptied my brain, empty your brain to me. Let's mix our brains together, you know? Let's mix our brains together. So just let me know what you guys think, because your input is greatly appreciated. But with that, I'm gonna say it again. Thank you guys so much for the support. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's crazy. But with that, I'm gonna get about. You know me, YouTube Nappy 192. I'm out.